Hello and welcome to today's Oops a Daisy video. I'm going to be creating a weekly spread with my brand new stencil, which is a Heptagon stencil. I'm also going to be using the vertical week stencil just to add a little bit of detail at the top. So starting with a little banner, I'm just tracing around the boxes here. I'll take the clip off because it was getting in the way of the stencil. I'm just adding a little diagonal line so it looks like the banner is revolving around the page a little bit. And then back to the Heptagon stencil, I'm going to trace around the large heptagon, and then using the triangle I'm going to add in the sections, and there's 7 sections, so one for every day of the week. Now I've also got a part of the stencil which divides each of the triangles into 5, so I'm just going to use the first line to create an outside line. If you wanted to, you could add in all of the lines and use the heptagon as a habit tracker as well, so you've got a section to colour in for different habits. So I'm going to section off part of the page, and down the side of the page I'm going to add in my social media icon, so just using some washi tape to do that. And then I'm going to add in a smaller heptagon, which I'm going to divide up with the triangle. Excuse the videoing, it seems to have cut off the bottom of the page there, which is quite annoying. But dividing that heptagon into 7 again, and then adding in the 5 lines to divide each of the sections into 5. And what I'm going to use these for is my sleep tracker and my step tracker. So for each day I can colour in the segments to show how much sleep I've got and how many steps I've done. So on this tracker, for each of the sections it's going to be 2 hours sleep. And on the step tracker, which I'm dividing up in exactly the same way, you can see better on this one. Dividing into the 7 sections, one for each day. And then dividing each of those 7 sections into the 5 chunks. And I think once this is complete and the week's over, it'll be a really nice visual as to how I've achieved on my sleep tracker and step tracker. So as I said, each of these sections of the larger heptagon are going to be each day of the week, so I'm just writing the days in there. And then in the banner at the top, I'm going to add the detail in to show what the dates are for the week. Then each of the sections, I'm really sorry you can't see it on there, you can as it comes around, I'm going to add in the dates. And then coming off of that, some little lines just to mark out the main events of the week. So really this is just a tracker to kind of give you a really big overview of where you're at for the week. It's not really one to break down into minute detail, but just to kind of give you a snapshot of what your weekly plans are. So just adding in the detail there of what I'm up to. And then adding in the titles for my habit trackers, so step tracker, and showing that each one of those sections equals 2,000 steps on the step tracker and each equals 2 hours on the sleep tracker. I'm then going to grab my social media icon stencil and use that to add in the social media icons down the side of the page, which is where I track how many followers I have on Facebook, Instagram, the newsletter, and also the YouTube channel. And what I'm also going to pop on that side of the page is a little box to pop in my weight for when I have my Slimming World weigh-in on Tuesday. Final things I'm going to add into the page, so I track how many orders I get through Etsy on each of my weekly spreads, so adding an Etsy icon and a little graph there with the days of the week so that I can add that in as the week goes on. And finally, I'm going to pop in what the goals are for the week. So what do I want to achieve, big things for the week. And I'd say this is quite different to my to-do list, which I tend to do on a separate page. This is kind of the big aims for what I want to achieve for the week. So that's most of the pen done. What I'm going to do is add in some colour, and to match the washi tape I'm using green. So just adding in a little bit of detail, not too much. I quite like how monochrome it is at the moment. Highlighting the days that I'm working, and then adding in some detail under the titles and the social media icons. And that's it. As you can see, I'm going to be filling those in as the week goes on and getting a bit more colour. And I really like how simple this spread is. I love the Heptagon and how it kind of is really visual way of representing the week. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, please get in touch with us, drop us an email.